I'm Varda Sharma, editor Newsband, daily English newspaper of Navi Mumbai, Panvel, Thane, Raigad, and surrounding areas. Today, we have the pleasure of speaking with a distinguished Bollywood actress who is renowned for her versatile roles, both in Hindi cinema and television. With her career spanning over decades, she is known for her remarkable performances in iconic movies like Dil Dale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge, Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum, Hum Aapke Hain Kaun, among many others. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce and welcome Himani Shivpuri. Hello, ma'am.
Hi there.
Ma'am, you have since your time you debuted in Bollywood, the industry has evolved significantly. So, what changes do you see, both positively and negatively? And what advice would you like to give to the aspiring actors who want to make a debut in the entertainment industry?
It has evolved in a positive way in the sense that we have uh, a better system of working in the sense that everything is pre-planned. It is not like one starts, because I remember in the 90s there were some films. Of course, Hum Aapke Kaun and DDLJ and Kuch Kuch Hota. In certain films, the scripts were already written. But some, the scripts were, we got the scene when we landed on the set. या हम लोग को wait करना पड़ता था, scene आ रहा था. So, nowadays, everything, the pre-production work is very professional in the sense that everything is planned, right from costumes to uh, the script. I remember Pardes, I'd gone to shoot abroad in Pardes. So, the designer had got some weird costumes and I was playing a widow's character. So, no, Subhash, he called me. He says, Himani, you should have seen. I said, what he showed me, I thought you had approved. So he says, no, 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 this is nonsense. I said, yeah. And I told him, he gave me a ghagra or something. I said, this is not my character. So then, shooting was stalled for a day. Then I went myself with the designer and I bought the saris, for myself. Because he told
Oh.
me, Rakhi to aisa sari phek deti thi. I said, yeah, but I'm not Rakhi. Obviously, of such a big film, Mukta Arts, I just can't throw tantrums like that. And basically, since I come from theatre, we are
Yes.
the least tantrum people. So, anyway, so, this is how things were. I mean, of course, in Kuch Kuch Hota and Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum, I mean, the costumes were already there by Manish Malhotra. And even in Hum Aapke Hain Kaun, all the Garara, Sharara Sa, Mani Rabadi had done a thorough work. There was a thorough trial. But, there were certain films where things were used to happen haphazardly. But I think that has changed completely now because, see, now time is money. First, the films were being made for a long period, at least 1 year. I'm not talking about Pakiza, which was made for 16 years. That was even more relaxed. But nowadays they want to make because it's so expensive with all the escalating costs. So they make films in 3 months. The shooting part, we try to do it within 3 months, and then of course pre-production, post-production. So a film is ready by I think 4 months. While earlier it used to be 1 year. I mean, in the 90s it was 1 year or 1.5 years, the maximum. That's all. So it's changed, and I feel the public also. One I feel very happy when the public accepts a film like Article 15, yeah, Lapata Ladies, which has got absolute newcomers. So even
Yes.
the public's taste has matured, and we are getting, and of course we are getting lots of female directors, and which is a very welcome sign, and female cinematographers, which is a very welcome sign. I simply love it. Not that I'm that poster carrying feminist, but I feel very happy to see women in positions of power.
Yes. And see, there is no dearth of talent now these days, although we have quite a lot of platforms also with OTT coming and also web series and
OTT is there, and
yeah.
आजकल तो वो podcast भी निकलने लगे.
Yes.
In our time, I'm talking about 90s when I entered, there was no other way to sell yourself. I was seen, like Suraj ji had seen my play Azar Ka Khwab, Urdu. I was part of the National School of Drama Repertory Company, so we used to tour. So, Surajji had seen my play, Azar Ka Khwab, which is an Urdu adaptation of Pygmalion. So he really liked it, and he had written the script of Hum Aapke Kaun, but he created this Razia Begum ka character because he really liked it. And that is how I got, so there was just theater or TV. TV was very looked down at that time. It was only when Mr. Bachchan came with his KBC, then now all the stars, right from Akshay Kumar to Shetty, everybody is doing television. But at that time, television was looked down, except I think Shah Rukh started the trend, from Fauji, a TV actor could become a film star. So that changed. So we didn't have so many mediums because you have to be noticed so that anybody can cast you. But
Yes.
now it's totally different. They're casting agents, and there's so many mediums. There is this YouTube, there is this OTT, there is this आपका Insta handle. People become stars overnight
Despite so much
because they are
platforms,
different platforms.
yes, despite platforms, but there is still a struggle, the competition. Even those who have great talent, still they are unable to make it, sustain themselves in the industry. So, do you feel, is there what makes someone, rise so exponentially, and what makes others really struggle? What, in your opinion, you feel is the root cause for this?
No, but I would say, yeah, because you'd asked me earlier what advice I would like to give. But you see, struggle is always there in our field, because it is nothing is for certain. I mean, your film might be a super hit on Friday. Then next Friday or after a month, your film flops. So you're back to the struggle period. And the struggle never stops. You are struggling from uh, getting a role to getting noticed in a role. Then your struggle is to get more roles. And then if you reach number one, I'm talking about the stars, then the struggle is there to remain number one. So the struggle never stops. So I would like to tell the newcomers that struggle is part of a profession. So if you're prepared to struggle, then you should enter. If you are prepared to work hard, and if you have confidence in your talent, then nobody can stop you. They have to prove their talent with each and every film that comes out on Friday. So the struggle never stops. But you should have the patience to wait for your turn.
You have
So
been
hard work.
part of
But
iconic movies like Hum Aapke Hain Koun, Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge and all. So how was your experience working with Kajol, Madhuri Dixit, Salman Khan, or Shah Rukh Khan for that matter?
wonderful. I'll tell you yeah, I mean, since you mentioned Madhuri Dixit and Kajol and Shah Rukh, I'll talk about them. Like Madhuri, I remember the first time I met her was on the sets of Hum Aapke Hain Kaun, and I was just come from theatre. Of course, I had done one TV show, Hamrahi. Where my character Devki Bajai became very popular, and that is how I got certain roles like परदेश में जो बुआ जी का रोल वो मुझे उसकी वजह से मिला था. So Suraj ji took me to the sets, and Madhuri was there with her makeup and hair. So Suraj ji said that she's Himani Shivpuri. She's a very well-known actress from Hindi theatre. So, Madhuri got up, and I was really flummoxed. I mean, she was number one that time. She just got up and say, "Hi, Himani ji, welcome." She was so friendly right from the beginning, and that set the tone. I mean, I went on to do so many films with her. Even in Hum Aapke Kaun, I remember in Ooty, when we were shooting. So we used to all get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, do our makeup, and there because the sunrise, it's a special in a hill stations, after 4, it's completely dark in evening. So they have very limited lights, and you got the whole paraphernalia, Bindu ji, Madhuri Dixit, Salman Khan, Anupam Kher, Reema Laghu, me, Renuka Shane. And the beautiful part was, there was one room in which all of us used to change together. Beach mein, songs mein you have to change. So, there was no hang up. That is the beauty of Madhuri. That, there was no hang up, and I went on to do quite a few films with her, and we bonded very well. Shah Rukh, Shah Rukh ka bada interesting hai ki when I first met Shah Rukh, in DDLJ. So he came up to me and says, "Ma'am, this film में आपने main lead किया था, उसमें मैं extra था." I said, "Which film?" So, in Delhi, when I was in my theater days, I had done a film called Where Annie Gives It Those Ones. I played the Haryanvi prostitute, जो main lead Annie की girlfriend बनी थी मैं. तो उसमें शाहरुख शायद he was doing Delhi theatre time. So that is how we got along very well. I mean, if you remember the scene in DDLJ, I mean, मेरा और शाहरुख के काफी सारे scenes हैं, वो तो ठीक है, first entry. But the साड़ी वाला scene which everybody remembers. If you have noticed, मेरा shot और शाहरुख का shot is totally different. I am with the sari wala who's showing me saris, and Shahrukh is standing at the window and eating a banana, and he's doing all these signs. So, हमारा shot अलग था, but Shahrukh being Shahrukh, he stood there and gave all the reactions. That's why I feel that scene has become so iconic.
How about Salman Khan?
Oh, Salman. The first time I met him in Hum Aapke Hain Koun, and it was the first scene, and उसमें ऐसा कुछ था ही नहीं, but he comes up to me and he tells Satish Shah कि भाई आप क्या गजल करते हैं, गजल तो आपके साथ है. And so when I go and hit him, I said ठहर तू ठहर तू. So he just picked me up and lifted me. That was not part of the scene at all, and it was only because I was from theater background that I could improvise. I reacted, and Surajji liked it, and he said, "We'll keep this lifting." So the second time he lifted me when Renuka produces a kid, again he lifted me. Then I was very prepared. He's going to do it. Or Bandhan, Bandhan mein, I'll tell you, it's serious scene. Anjan Srivastava was her husband. He died. तो उनकी चिता जल रही है और मैं व्हाइट कपड़े पहन के रो रही हूँ, and he's put his arm around me. और मुझे कह रहा है, क्योंकि कैमरा दूर से था और मैं तो पूरी रोने में लगी हुई हूँ कि माय हस्बैंड काय को रो रही है, अरे बिल्कुल बदसूरत बुढ़ा था, मर गया, अच्छा है. he's telling all that. So he's a पक्का prankster.
You have done your post
MSc organic chemistry.
organic chemistry. Very different. I mean, why theater
Yeah.
and why here in acting?
Well, I was doing theater school plays. I used to participate. I used to do the lead roles. I used to win all the acting prizes. And although, that was Uttar Pradesh, yeah, 40 years back. So nobody could think of taking theater. It was very looked down on. You could take up theater as your career. It was UP, Uttarakhand to ab bana. I come from a small town in Dehradun. I continued doing, amateur theater. And I really enjoyed it from 9 to 5. It used to be dry, this organic chemistry. In the lab, we are doing experiments. और शाम को जो theater में मजा आता था ना, it was wonderful. It was only in my MSc when, some people came down from NSD, they took a workshop. Then I realized, there is a place, NSD को भी कोई नहीं जानता था कि there is a place called National School of Drama which trains you. So then, my दिमाग की ट्यूबलाइट जली. I said, this is where I'm going to go. And, fortunately, I got a scholarship to do MS abroad. अमेरिका. तो मैं वीजा का इंटरव्यू देने के लिए गई, साथ में एनएसडी का भी इंटरव्यू दे दिया, एंड आई गॉट सिलेक्टेड. सो व्हेन आई गॉट सिलेक्टेड, देन आई टोल्ड my people, I told my parents that, bhai, I'm not going to America, I'm going to Delhi National School of Drama. So then all hell broke loose. Anyway, fortunately, my father was, he was himself a writer. So he helped me. He tried to reason with me. My mom was very annoyed. My relatives were very annoyed. Even a small town, everybody knows everybody. So everybody said, कि भाई भटजी की लड़की तो पागल हो गई है. So it was only my father who sort of supported me. He tried to reason with me कि बेटा तुम अमेरिका चले जाओ and then come back. You can continue with your theater. I said, no, Papa. Suppose I become 40 now. अब मुझे हंसी आती है कि मैंने क्या. I become 40, I might have money, but I don't want to have that regret that I had a dream and I didn't follow it. Then he said, okay, beta.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us, and we wish you all the best for your future endeavor. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, dear. It's a pleasure talking to you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.